Hello guys! In today's video, I'm gonna be leaking my entire settings from my computer settings to rival settings to Roblox settings. So let's not waste any time and get straight into it. So my Roblox settings over here, you can just copy everything like from my volume and my chat language. You don't need that. Okay, here's the most important part. Full screen needs to be on. No background transparency. Text size needs to be default, I think. Then performance stats off. Micro profiler off. Graphics mode manual. Graphics quality has to be 3 because it helps you a lot with your game because it also keeps your FPS high, but it also loads everything, renders it, and does the best things. Then you need to haptics to be on. Reduce motion has to be on because then your screen would be less laggier and smoother because then it needs to like it just reduces motion effects. Maximum frame rate of your choice is supposed to be how you want it, but just keep it at 240 because you know, just in case you have a lot of FPS. Okay, VR mode has to be off. If you're a computer player, then view and control. You have to be default classic, like here. Then your camera inverted has to be off. See? Camera sensitivity is like, has to be 0.2 because then it helps you a lot with your sensitivity. Well, at least for me, because like, according to my mouse space, I have like, I don't know, like 20 inches of space to move my mouse because I have a full table mouse pad. The second is movement mode keyboard. Shift lock switch has to be set by the developer because it is. Then the UI navigation toggle has to be on. People's names show and my badges show. You just no need to do that. Okay, it's time for part 2. Part 2 is my rival settings. So these 3 have to be on because optimized lighting just makes your screen look brighter and disable shadow. Like if you turn that off, it's a lot darker. You see, like there's a lot of lighting. Just disturbs your FPS. Like look, my FPS is now 180 or 200, but when I open it and click on it, then it increases to over 200 FPS. Okay, I guess it doesn't affect your FPS, but still it makes your screen look brighter. So this, the camera, my sensitivity is 35% because it like helps me just like to hit more shots because it's very easy, like play DO, 60. It's very easy to hit shots with my low FPS. I mean, low sensitivity because then it's very easy. So the second thing is now while aiming your sensitivity has to be 90%, while scoped 85. Horizontal and vertical has to be 100 because who changes those settings? Inverted X, inverted Y has to be off. Field of view, I use it at 120, but you can use it like at 103 because most people use 103 because it's like a sweet spot. But like for me, it's just not my take. My screen is very small now. But you can get used to it. It just matters How do you like it? But yeah, so gameplay effects has to be off. Non-scoped weapons has to be 45%. Scope weapons 65. Camera shake off. Interface hide HUD. Hide side tasks. Keybinds interface has to be off. Side tasks has to be on. Padded HUD, like, okay, these settings you don't need to change them. But graphics and accessibility, you can change them, like weapon inking off, hide muzzle flashes on, weapons background default, and accessibility. Damage flashing, I use it disabled because I don't really need it and helps kind of with FPS. Dark blinds has to be off because I like hate the white flashbangs because when you flash you like it's just gonna like pass on. Okay, so audio settings, like these are all my audio settings, but you can copy them, but we can just like stop the video. But move on to game. Weapon picker mode has to be grid, signals on, damage numbers on, hide teammates display off, smooth projectiles off. But you can use it to be on too. Like, okay, so toggle aim helps like to your choice, but I use it off because like I like when my weapon just like stops aiming when I stop clicking on my mouse. So toggle crouch has to be off, toggle sprint off, auto sprint on, easy slide on. Okay, I use the easy quick attack and quick attack keeping because off, because like you don't need to keep your melees and utilities for a long time. Like you usually use like fist and scythe and knife. It's better to keep them like quick. Scroll equip. I use a lot of scroll equip, but it like you can use the numbers too, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or anything. Okay, so handicaps like is just on phone, so we don't need that. Accessibility. Okay, so my crosshair, it's not disabled. The scale has to be 125%. Rotation 0. Static has to be on. Override while aiming on. Override specials on. Bars enabled off. Dot enabled off. Circle enabled on. Color white, like fully white. And then size has to be 0. Thickness is 1. Transparency is 0%. Shape circle. Yeah. Outline enabled. Color has to be black because like you can see it looks very good. Thickness has to be 1. Transparency is 0%. Type emitter. Hit marker has to be enabled because then it helps you allow like just to know if you hit those shots. Then scale has to be 100%. Rotation has to be 0. Transparency has to be 0. I use critical color and normal color as red because then it helps me to see a lot. Critical transparency has to be, 0%. And bars enabled and dot has to be enabled too. When scoped, the color has to be red too. Because you can see like it looks very good when you test it out. Then hotkeys. It matters to your like picking, but I usually use just quick melee and quick utility. Like you can see, quick melee is Q and quick utility is E. Like then it's easier to reach them. And like, also I changed my prime ready to click F instead of quick melee because then it helps me like reach it quicker. But probably I like got used to it quicker. Like first of all, when you try F as your primary, it's gonna feel weird. But when you get advanced, it's gonna help you a lot. Okay, account doesn't matter. Okay, now it's gonna be time for part 3. Part 3 matters the most because then it's your computer settings and it matters so much. So it's gonna take a long time, but yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, so this is my F flags, but you don't need to copy them. So my resolution is 1440 by 1080 because like if you have NVIDIA, then you just need to click on change resolution and click on 1440 by 1080. If you don't have it, just click on customize, create custom resolution, accept, and like you can change it to liking, but like this. So then you probably have black bars on the sides of your screen. Oh, and also keep the refresh rate the maximum. On this monitor it is 60 hertz, but on this monitor is 120 hertz. Okay. Sorry for the screen. It was black because like change. Okay, so when you have black bars on your screen, everything's going normal. Just press adjust desktop size and position. Click on full screen. Perform scaling on GPU, not display. And override the scaling mode set by games and programs. Click it on. And maximum refresh rate. And then just click apply. Now you have my resolution and you have your settings. But now my mouse DPI is 800 and everything is done almost. But like in the last video, if you saw me, like this is not a script or anything. This is just a fast flag injector to get blurry textures because then it helps you a lot. Because you need to just like open your Discord and also click on full screen. I don't know, just click on join the Discord. In my other video, the link is gonna be in the description. Click on blurry textures and download this and download this. When you're there, just like you can click on it. It's nothing dangerous actually. So you can click on it and then press load JSON. When you download that frost wrap JSON, just click on it, press open. When you found 29 files, just press OK and press start watching. And then you have all of my settings, just like over here. You can launch Roblox on your fist wrap, click on rivals. And congratulations, you have all of my settings. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this helped you. And be sure to smash that like and subscribe button and hit the notifications bell. See you next video and bye-bye.